You know what? I want to do pho. I want to do Vietnamese food. So all of a sudden it all came together, and we still kept the name, and then we added pho and we added vermicelli to the menu and bun thit and all these things that she wanted to do, and that's how it started in 2015. Yeah, and that the name stuck, and we even had the chalk drawing. We kept it just the way it was.
Is that the same one?
It is, yeah. So yeah, so that's chalked. Yeah, we chalked that up, and my friend Dylan and helped me with that, and yeah, so the name stuck, and everyone was always wondering, well, where'd you get that name from? And that's the story of Juice FiveO, how we got that name. Yeah.
I wonder if there's many folks in Dawson that realize that. Probably.
No, I don't think so.
Handful, hey?
Yeah. So with this video and the stream, I think this will actually answer that question. It's like, where did they get that name from?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a pretty random name for a Vietnamese restaurant, right?
I think it's a great one.
Yeah. And we've been finding that too when we travel to have Vietnamese food. Like the really good ones have these weird names. Yeah. So I don't know. It just maybe it's something to do with that.
Yeah. That's a trend. Yeah. It's just a bit. That's a great idea. Yeah. Because the small business, and then it flourished, and it's grown, and very evident that's what happened here.
Yeah, no, we're lucky. Like we have a really good customer base. We have a lot of regulars, and they love our food. And there was one thing that, you know, my wife and I, we were talking, like, how do we stay busy? And like my dad's had Lee's Family Restaurant for 34 years, so I do have a lot of experience in the industry as well. And it was always like 3 years. You gotta stay open for at least 3 years and build your customer base, right? So, because in the beginning it wasn't so busy, and I said, yeah, just give it time. I told her, like, just give it a few years. You got to wait that waiting game out.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, after 3 years, just became steady and busier and busier. And yeah, we're to a point now we're maxed out because the kitchen is way in the back of the building, and it's just like your kitchen at home. It's just one little stove with 4 burners on it. Yeah. So it's like, it's pretty credible the amount of food that comes out from just that small kitchen. Yeah. So yeah, that's all her.
Then I don't get
Yeah.
fat. Right?
Yeah. So we're not fast.
Right.
So Juice FiveO is never known to be very fast. And if people come for lunch, and I know your typical lunch crowd, you know, people want to be in and out in 10 minutes, but most of our customers know us over the years, and they just either order ahead or give us a call or text and say, we have this? And within 10, 15 minutes, everything usually is ready. So yeah, so we got a good system down. Yeah, I think for what it was. Before, sometimes it would take 25 minutes, but it's down to science now. We're maximized for what we can do for the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's great.
Nothing like good home cooked food.
Yeah, the customers really, we're thankful to the customers because we're still open because of them. Even though the town is only 10,000 people, you know, we've been here now for almost 10 years, and pretty lucky, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that amount of years.
Definitely championed on past that 3-year mark.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it hasn't slowed down at all. It's always gone up every year a little more. And now we added bubble tea just this year, so that really helped us through COVID because numbers did go down, things going up.
Yeah.
So with the new addition, so we don't do additions very often because we have a really small menu.
Right.
Really, primarily, we only have about 6 main things.
Yeah.
But not thinking about it, when you have a place to eat, like, and she never thought of it either, we thought, well, how come people always come, right? Because there's people always wonder, like, oh, what's so good? Like, but it's consistency. And the thing is, what really we fluked out on, and she never realized it. She wasn't really born to cook in a restaurant. She can cook because she's from Vietnam. A lot of them are at home and they can cook very well.
Yeah.
It's just in a restaurant, it has to be consistent.
Right.
So it's always consistent. That's one thing I've always found was it never really changed. So I found that the consistency really, really helped. Yeah. So it's like the pho doesn't taste different the next day. It's always going to be the same, which I think is key. Yeah. So I think we're lucky. Yeah.
Is there broth going on right now? Or
no,
not on
she'll
Saturdays?
do it. No, not. We're generally closed Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But she'll start it for Monday, and it's basically cooked for 8 to 10 hours. And we use local beef bones here to make the broth. Yeah. So she does that in that kitchen.
8 to 10 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to let it simmer, and you got to make sure you put the right ingredients to simmer with the bones. I've seen it. She's got a little bag of herbs and cinnamon and coriander, all that stuff that, you know, the cardamom and things like that. And the star anise obviously is a big one. Yeah, so that's what gives it that flavor.
It's been, yeah, I mean, memory for food is pretty solid, and it was good last year and it was good this year. And
So what did you guys have by any chance?
I got the pho.
Oh, nice.
All the time.
Oh, perfect. Did you guys try the vermicelli?
Yes.
The one with the spring rolls and everything in it?
Emma might have.
No, that
No.
I think that is actually our most like it's a struggle between the pho and the vermicelli, like the bun thit nung. Like it's really popular. Yeah, like there's people that eat the pho every day, and then there's people that eat the vermicelli every day. Yeah, so it's those two things that are just constant.
How do you say that one? The
Bun thit nung. That's the Vietnamese saying, right? I'm not bun thit. Yeah, so that's just basically the type of noodle with meat and barbecued. And yeah, so it's got the spring rolls in there with the fish sauce and the salad. It's like a nice salad bowl. So yeah, you'll have to try that next time.
Yeah. Well, Monday.
There you go. Yeah.
Monday lunch.
Then you can get some footage in on Monday.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's always, you know, I grew up in a small town, and the restaurant business is extremely hard. I've seen many come and go through my hometown, and the ones that stuck around were, I mean, they're not always good, but then you have the champions and the ones that push through the 3 years, like you're saying.
Yeah, I find that's a key number.
And the consistency, like you're saying.
Yeah, even for herself, since she's been here, we've seen, probably about 7 or 8 restaurants come and go, and it's really sad too. Like we hate to see businesses close, right? Because we're in the same boat, you know. And the thing is,
the struggles that
it's sad, because and some have tried like really hard, like they've spent way more than we have on just setup and expenditures, and they had everything done to the T, but it's tough out there. Yeah, I think we're really lucky to have our customers, and we stuck it out and did well.
I think this is a great business model here.
Thanks, guys.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot, but you know, it's not super flashy. It's you just gotta come check it out, and then once you have it, you're.
Well, I'm sure you guys traveling around with Dutchess tracks. I'm not sure you've probably seen a lot of places.
A lot of places, yeah.
Yeah.
We're always. It's funny. We're always searching for vegetables.
Oh, really? Like in what sense?
Like salads or like fresh local produce type of stuff.
Oh, nice.
Because the burgers and the pastas are so easily available.
Right.
They're good, but after a while eating that all the time, you know, I think that's why this stuck out to us so much. It was like a good home cooked meal that we're like, oh, that hit the spot.
Yeah, and I think you got a point there, because I realized that I think that's why the vermicelli is so popular, because like you said, burgers and burritos, whatever, they're all constantly available, but there's no real like a light dish that has the vegetables. So I think that's why the vermicelli does so well. So there's a little bit of mint, or we've got cilantro with some of the cold noodle, and then the salad. Like, it's really nice. Yeah, so that does offset, and I think that's why it's so popular, because of the whole vegetable thing, which is really lacking too. Yeah, so.
And good South Asian food.
And good South Asian food.
That's right, yeah. It's very lean. Like, it's not a lot of fat in it or anything like that. So yeah, it's a great dish. Yeah, and we can customize a lot of our food. So if you're gluten intolerant, or you know, if you've got an allergy, like, we're pretty flexible, because she does it per order. So basically, if you just say, like, you know, I'm allergic to nuts, or if I'm allergic to eggs, or if I'm allergic to, you know, shellfish or whatever, like, everything is per order. So we've got that ability, which is nice.
Yeah, even offering that's a lot.
Yeah, and we find there's a lot of dietary restrictions, or, you know, dietary recommendations and that. So we actually do quite a bit of that for people. So
Wow.
yeah, not thinking about before when we first opened, but over the years we found it's been getting more and more.
Yeah.
Like at least 20-30% of our customers have some kind of a dietary restriction or just inform us of something.
So. That's great that you were able to accommodate that and take it to hand.
Yeah.
So your father's restaurant, Lee's restaurant, we were in there for breakfast the other day.
Right.
Man, it was great.
Yeah, it's
really,
known to be the breakfast spot.
Yeah, really fast.
In town,
really,
yeah. So
good
I think
atmosphere.
Yeah, he's been around 34 years.
Yeah.
And I actually managed it for 10 years.
That's where I was leading with this. Yeah. How did you work with him for a bit?
I did. Well, since I was a kid, like we were refugees back in 1980, and he's been in restaurants like forever because when he first got here, right off the boat, he was working at the restaurants, right, helping at the Chinese restaurants, wherever he could. There was a place called Turkey Manor, which is near Midtown Motel, which is part of our corporation, right by Timmy's on Alaska. So he worked there for a long time as well, and I'd always be in the back or, growing up around restaurants, and we were always somewhere in the back or helping with the kitchens, and so that's, and I came back, I lived in Toronto for a while, and then I came back in 2005 and managed for 10 years for him, just to kind of, because it started getting busy with the oil field boom at that time.
Oh, of course, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so there's always some experience with, restaurants and motels.
Took the tricks and lessons of the restaurant world and
so the business side of it, I deal primarily on the business side of it. My wife, Wynn, she's the cook. She's the one that does all the food. Like I can help, so I've been around long enough. I can actually, except I can't make the broth, right? Like I can't make the sauces for the meat or anything, but I can help prepare the dishes. So I'm pretty good with doing that if she needs that. And I did that quite a bit in the beginning when Juice FiveO first opened. So I was in the front talking to a lot of the people and the customers and taking the orders, and I was able to produce some of the dishes with her help. So, yeah.
Is it just you in the back, Wynn?
Sometimes when busy, one girl help. But no more, I just only me cook.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot going on in the back. For what it is. It's not a super busy place. You can only see so many people.
Oh yeah.
But there is days when we actually have people lined up to the door. So those days are kind of frightening. And then all of a sudden she'll frantically call me like, where are you? Where are you? Like I'm slammed in here, right? So I'll get that. So that happens every once in a while where we got people lined up to the door. Yeah, wintertime does get busy.
Oh, yeah.
It's really odd. It's random.
The kid come out the first bubble tea, student roll. Just the kid, the only order.
Yeah.
Bubble tea, student roll. That's what they like.
Yeah.
It's like everyone starts thinking the same thing. Because,
That's right.
It's cold out. Let's go get some soup.
That's right. And the fried rice actually too is quite a big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much, but the way she makes it, with the annatto seeds and everything, like the flavor is just fantastic. Yeah. So fried rice, like that's another one you should try. Yeah. Yeah, and then. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I was going to ask what are annatto seeds?
So they're like the little red seeds. I think they come out of lychee. I don't recall.
Yeah.
But she'll kind of fry it up with oil first to get the color.
Yeah.
So it's like a turmeric color, and then she'll.
Oh, nice.
And then gives it a nice little flavor to it. Yeah. So just little things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's quite a cook.
Sounds tasty.
But it's amazing we were able to transfer it to a business and have it consistent. Yeah, so that's really key. Because me too, like I love food. So I do quite a bit of reviews for restaurants when I go out.
Oh yeah.
So when I eat at places, like I'm kind of particular in a sense where, and if I go again, I find if there's consistency, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it kind of changes next time, it's kind of like, oh, it wasn't as good this time, or it was way better last time.
Right.
Yeah, so I find consistency is really, really key.
Do you think that's a telltale sign of management or hiring staff?
You know what? Yeah, it's probably a combination of everything. I think there's a lot of luck in it too.
Right.
Because she's primarily the main cook, and she'll transfer a lot of it to the second, like the sous or the kitchen help. But she's primarily still tasting and making sure it's the way it's supposed to be. She's pretty particular with that stuff. And I think that consistency really, really helped. But it just fluked how she wasn't really like, she doesn't even write stuff down. She just does it in her head.
It's all from
and
memory.
It's always the same. So that's why I don't understand how it even just works out like that. Yeah, so, because I'm a pretty analytical person. I've always got, I'm a tech person, so I've got everything all just written down. Everything's structured. To this day, she does not do inventory lists. So she has it all there, and it drives me nuts. It's like, what do we have to order today? And it's like, what do you got on the go? And there's no list. There's nothing for me to look at.
Yeah.
She just somehow gets it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a verbal list.
That's right. Yeah.
Here it comes. Ready for it?
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of running around because we do get things fresh all the time. So a lot of days I'm running around 3-4 times a day just to get ingredients because we run out of something, we'll go restock it. Because we really don't have a lot of space in here too. It's a big building, a lot going on in here. It's a performing arts center. I have my tech business here. But the storage and places to put things is very minimal. So we don't stock a lot.
Yeah.
So basically everything is pretty much on the day.
Do you have just like a residential fridge?
There is some, but there is a big stand-up cooler and some couple small freezers in the back, but no walk-ins or anything like that. So everything is pretty much on the day. So we shop. So I think that part of the freshness comes to that too. So yeah, nothing really sits. So
yeah, no. Well, just that also tells a lot too because you get the produce or you get the product and you just move it out the door. It doesn't.
That's right.
There's nowhere else for it to go.
Exactly. Yeah, we have there's no real space for us to put anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty much on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that says a lot to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And there's whenever we've been in here, it's always great atmosphere, great good chit chatter, and everyone has a smile on their face.
Thank you.
Busily eating.
Yeah, but this is what I like to tell customers too, because it's really odd when people come to eat. We have our regulars, and they'll eat the exact same thing every day. So we have customers that we know them by name and by heart, and they're good friends, and they'll have the pho every day. So they're either the pho people or the vermicelli people, and they'll have the exact same thing. It could be like 5 years in a row, and then one day we say she ran out of an ingredient or it just didn't work out, and they were forced to try something else. And it was funny because they'll try something else like, ooh, that's really good too. And then they end up switching for a couple of years. So we've seen that happen. Yeah, so I implore you to try a different dish next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of food, but the dishes we have, so they're all pretty spectacular, I think. Yeah, so
I definitely will.
Yeah, so the vermicelli and the pho are the two big ones. Yeah, so we have our regulars just for that stuff.
Yeah. Well, look out for my number come Monday.
Awesome. That's only a few days from now. So
yeah, it's not very long.
Getting hungry already.
Yeah, fine. It is lunchtime.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous topic.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know how you guys do that. You're not like this big going to all these local restaurants.
Well, that's the thing. We're always looking for. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, we're okay. I always go over.
Yeah.
We're always looking for the. Those local meals, those home cooked meals, those the salads, the veggies, the whatever it is that's
Go Daddy restaurant.
Yeah, Lee's, and you've been there as well, right?
We have. It was great.
So
ran into some good friends there too. We met
oh,
last
really?
year. Yeah.
Just out of the blue that they were up here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, they're from here.
Okay, and then you just met them back again. So he's had regulars forever too. So I think it would be the same here. Yeah. So if she's
just
been,
like this is an establishment.
I'm thinking if she's going to be here that long, like she'll probably have those people just as long.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's been a lot of great relationships with the people and who've met, and considering that, like I said, it's only 10,000 people in Dawson Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of faces that you don't realize that are hidden or out there, and being a small town, there's a lot of transient too. Like I think we're an oil and gas town.
Right.
So there is a lot of influx at that time.
Yeah, coming through.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We have a big customer base around town. Like the non-instructional days are crazy. So like the teachers will give us a warning, hey, we're all coming in today, and then all of a sudden, like this place at 12, sometimes it's crazy. Like you got 10 people lined up there, and then pile of people just waiting. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. That's one thing I don't like about restaurants sometimes is just that stress.
The rush.
Yeah, because you don't have to do it all day. Well, there's some days that are like that, but yeah, you got to make sure because it's right then and there. I don't know. Sometimes it's a lot.
Did you two ever think that you'd be a cornerstone in Dawson Creek here?
Yeah, no, not really thinking about it. We just decided because we were thinking, well, what could she do when she got here? We had so many plans for things, and we weren't sure what we were going to do, and it just all of a sudden we got a call a month later when she first arrived that, you know, there's a restaurant we need you to open. You know, we're missing a restaurant or a cafe. Can you open something? Because they got word that I was planning on a juice bar.
Right.
So then all of a sudden, like, you know, we thought of it. We saw the place. It was beautiful. And then we walked around, and then we just gave an answer. Yeah, we're going to do it. And the next day, we ended up opening shop right away. Yeah. It was a one-day business. It was like
a one-day business.
One decision, and next day we were open already.
Yeah. It was split decisions sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't know where it's going to lead you. But,
no, yeah. It just ended up that, hey, we've got a restaurant open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't I'm not fond of the restaurant work. I've been doing it forever too, and so I was kind of like, oh, I don't know. But I'm glad I don't do the cooking. Yeah. I'm just the face out front.
Yeah. I think that says a lot to both your personalities. You just showed up, said yes on the spot almost next day, whatever it was, and without meaning to, you just.
Yeah, so it was quite a fluke, and thinking back now, I can't believe it's 10 years next year, 2015. So yeah, next year's 10 years.
Wow.
Incredible. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
We're getting close to the end here. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you want to highlight?
You know what? I think we talked about the name, and yeah, a lot of people have a hard time finding this place because they'll go to Google Maps. Right. I think the photo's quite outdated. Because it's a federal building, because it's it's just a place that we can't really put a big sign up front of it. But I mean, people especially the people from the U.S. or Calgary or something, like, where are you guys? Oh, we're inside that huge brick building. And then they're like, oh, okay, you're inside. So they don't get the impression that they think we're at this restaurant that's just on the corner, but we're actually inside an art center, which is, I think it's unique.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah, we love it here.
Yeah. Can I offer you guys to take a photo up front?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely do that.
Update your...
yeah, hopefully it gets on Google Maps.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. We can do that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, that's good. Let's go do it. Let's wrap up this interview and head out there.
Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. Oh, it was a pleasure talking to you both.
Thank you.
Yeah. I look forward to Monday.
Right on. Yeah, me too. I try to get my food. I'm the last guy to get food. It's funny. I'm the owner, but when she's busy, it's like, no, you'll have to wait. There's customers.
Sorry, I can't serve you.
No, exactly. I'm busy right now. I can't get my food until everyone else eats.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's really, it's the funniest thing, but it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Telltale signs of a great spot.
Thank you. That was great.
All right. Thanks, folks. Thanks for joining us.